Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we will be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Infinity Ultron Wave Moon Knight. Now, this figure looks amazing. I've seen nothing but great reviews from this figure. So, let's take a look at the box first. So, of course, we have Moon Knight logo, Moon Knight's name, Disney Plus. And taking a look at the side of the box, we have a picture of Moon Knight, of course. Another picture on the back, along with the character Ultron and the rest of the wave. And if you want to read there, we have a description of the figure. Not figure, I mean character. Same picture of Moon Knight on this side. Moon Knight emblem on the top, not much else on the bottom. So let's get this figure cracked on open. Taking a look at the Marvel Legends Mr. Knight. Now this is a figure that I think looks absolutely amazing. Taking a look at the side of the box here, we have a picture of Mr. Knight from concept art. Another picture on the back, this one's different. Picture of everyone at the bottom, picture of Infinity Ultron right there. Oh, yes, and a description if you would like to read it, if you can. Mr. Knight on the side, Moon Knight logo on the top, not much else on the bottom. So let's get this figure cracked open. Before we really take a look at these accessories, which we'll do before we look at the figures, I do want to apologize for how weird the audio is, or kind of how weird it is. I didn't just show the boxes off at the same time. It is because I recorded those separately, because I just record the boxes when I get them in, right? Because I assume I'll do them separate. And then I found out I screwed up my schedule, and I need to combine a couple reviews into one. So these and the Hawkeyes will be one review. Just make it easier on myself, personally. And because I need to get it out before the end of the year, and I have enough scheduled that I will be posting every day till the end of the year. So with all that said, let's actually look at these figures here, or their accessories. So starting with Moon Knight, you can see we have a couple of fisted hands, which have very nice detailing to them. I do like the wrapped look they have. I hit my camera while I'm trying to show these off to you. Maybe it'll look a bit nicer. And of course that goes the same for his gripping hands. If I can get my camera to focus, there we are. They do look very, very nice. Again, the wrapped look makes them it makes them pop a bit better compared to just if they would have done a flat gray. And then we have his moon throwing pieces, which do have some lettering on them, I think, like Egyptian, but I can't read it. So these also combine together to just form one bigger one, if you want. I don't know. Personally, I would have rather they just textured this side instead of making it like this, because then it looks weird if you have them holding them in separate directions. Anyway, let's move on to the Mr. Knight. So with Mr. Knight, he also comes with a couple gripping hands for his batons, whatever they are, sticks. And a couple fisted hands in case he wants to, get into a bit of a fight. Which I do like the more gloved ripples they have on him here. It's small texturing detail, but it makes it pop a bit better, stands out more. Then we have the sticks themselves, if it'll focus. What? There we go. So, there we are. So yeah, these are the same as far as I know. I know you're getting such a nice close look at my hand here, but these are small. Focus? No? There we are. Yeah, they're very nicely detailed and stuff. A lot of small things you really can't see looking from afar. But with that out of the way, let's take a look at the figures themselves. So, taking a look at the figures themselves out of box, I gotta say, these figures look nice. I have some slight problems with them, but we'll talk about those after I get through articulation. So, let's just hop right into that. So I'm going to set Mr. Knight to the side here for a second while I take a look at his brother. Ooh. Crap, knocked something important off the table. He's fine. Alright, so taking a look at Mr. Knight here. Managed to get him to throw his moon. But anyway. Going on head articulation here, if my camera would like to focus a bit better. Can't look up. Can't really look. Oh no, he can a little bit. His arms go out into a little more than a T-pose, which is always nice to see. Double jointed elbows. I don't know why, but for me, I have problem getting this bottom piece to move here. Bicep swivel. This hand for holding, of course, goes up and down. That one's pretty obvious. And then, again, double jointed elbows. Why is my camera having such a hard time focusing today? Bicep swivel. Fist moves up and down. Just too close to, I might have been too close to the camera. No, it just wants to focus on the background. And of course, as a full rotation. Why is I think my camera doesn't like Moon Knight. So anyway, has a nice diaphragm joint here, You can get some pretty good articulation out of it. Legs kick up that far. Swivel. Double jointed knees, which I haven't tried a lot. I think I should have soaked this boy in some hot water. Of course, feet move out that far. He does have ankle pivot. Now, taking a look at his alter ego, I guess. Mr. Knight can look up all the way. Look down to, make sure his shoes are nice and clean. Don't want them boys getting any dirt. Oh, crap. These figures are just really tight for whatever reason, which can be nice. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes you think you're going to break them every time you move them. Arms move into a nice T-pose. He's got some bicep swivel there. Double jointed elbows. Fist moves up and down, of course, can do the full 360 that all of them can. Again, on this side, sorry if my light is a little off. If I shut it off, you can't see it still, so it's kind of a lose-lose situation for me. Of course, fist holding the baton just moves out and down, can do full 360. Of course, legs kick up that far. Thigh cut, double jointed knees, and his feet don't really, they go up a little bit, but because it's a suited figure, they can't go back very well. They can go that far back, but you have to turn them. So, if I want to, see it's awkward to pose. I don't like suited figures because of this stuff. So anyway, now that we've finished with the articulation, I guess we'll just start with this one on, design. So I do think overall, on his chest here, on his tie even, I didn't notice that until I was looking at it here. It's very nicely detailed. Of course, I am disappointed because there's an ab crunch there, but it can't be used because of this piece right here. And this is the same for all suited figures. It's why I don't like him that much. Mr. Knight he's such a good design that he had to be the exception. Of course, we have the stitch going across the mask, which is nice to see. Yeah, that's about the details on the suit. And of course, we have kind of his nice white sandals. The camera will focus. Yeah. Which are pretty nice, I just don't have a lot to say on him. I have more problems with him now that I have him in hand. His suit is, for whatever reason, a different color from his mask, which you can see on the camera there. He's pinned, and the pins really show on the underarm. Same with the oh, wait, no, hold on a second. His legs are pinless. Look at that. Pinless legs, but we couldn't just... Also, his arms are a bit skinny. You couldn't just make a new arm piece for him, or, I don't know, fix this jacket so that he's not super thick. Anyway, I don't know. I like the figure. I just have those problems with him. Let's put him back there, and then we have Moon Knight. Now, the texturing and design on this figure I absolutely love. It's incredible, all those small details. And, like, I've seen black washes. If done just right, it'll look perfect. But there's too many I see where, like, they just overdo it. And he's almost a dark gray instead of a white. Of course, we have the little writings on his legs. You can see all the details throughout. Like, this is a really well put together figure. I don't know. He might contend for top 10. But what I don't like is his color here. Because see, it's a very noticeable difference, especially if I just pop his head off here. You can see the difference between his hood and his mask. It's too clear for my taste. So, I don't know. I'm probably going to go ahead and try to get him a cloth cape anyway, because I'd prefer him posed up that way. So, with all that off, I do really like the figure, both of these guys. I just have some problems. They're not deal breakers. Let's get that foot to move a little bit so maybe I can stand him better. So I guess let's move on and start scaling these boys if he doesn't fall. So Moon Knight comes in at a solid 6 1/4. And Moon Knight, if he doesn't fall, comes in at just under that, like one marking below. So let's get him posed up next to the other figures that I have already reviewed from this wave. So here they are next to She-Hulk, Ms. Marvel, and Sharon Carter. Now, again, they're all cool looking. When it comes to scaling, it is important, but we've never seen any of these characters on screen next to each other. So scale-wise, I can't speak on them too much. So here is Mr. Knight and Moon Knight, of course, you know. These two figures are really good, I have to say. They have a few problems for sure, you know, especially Mr. Knight there. But overall, I do like them. I'm trying to adjust my lighting at the same time here as well. Tomorrow you should be seeing a Hawkeye video, and if you did go on to enjoy, please do hit that like and subscribe buttons. They help out the channel so much. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.